What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Italian Stallion, ready for another episode of Rebels with a Cause. You know what time it is, baby. It's summer workout time. It has begun. It is time. School's over. That's done. It is now time, as my boy Shane talks about, as the second part of that second quarter, because halftime is the break, fall camp, and the schedule is your third and your fourth quarter. And then, of course, overtime, the playoffs in the state. But right now, we're still in that second quarter right now. And this is a big time. But as you know, we started a little late tonight. My apologies on that. Things were busy at the office. But we all wanted to bring you an episode because we know that you all watch, you all want to know, and we got a lot of football to cover today. Going to talk a little NBA. I'm going to tell you this show is going to be way more exciting than that sorry pay-per-view that aired on Saturday over in Saudi Arabia, the King of the Ring or whatever it was. It was bad. We can even talk about that if you guys want to and so forth. But first and foremost, you do know that it is the hour, 9 o'clock, 9:30, Tuesday nights. It is Rebels with a Cause. Because remember, everybody, the cause don't stop when the clock hits zero. And of course, shout out once again to our graduates that graduated a week ago. I bet it still feels real, but you guys are ready to take that next step. And I hope our messages really brought something to you. And we meant it with nothing but love. And for the guys that are coming up this upcoming senior year, you only have one, so make it the best one that you could ever have, honestly. And it starts today in the weight room. First and foremost, got to get out to my girl Kim Castle over at King's Chamber. Always takes care of me. She's getting closer and closer to that opening date, and we'll have it for you. You can go get your pedicures, your manicures, hair, beard, everything, waxes, massages. She'll get you taken care of. So definitely go pay her a visit over there on Washington Pike, especially once she's up and running. And also got to give a shout out to my boy, Alex Thatcher and the Knoxville Coffee Company, the best brew in the heart of Marble City, right there off of Sutherland Avenue. Any time of the day, it's good. So definitely go check him out and give him some love. A true rebel with a cause. And also, most importantly, remember the views and opinions of this program are not affiliated with those of any other organization or of West High School. This is simply myself, two-pair, Shane O'Mac, the rebel with a cause crew. That being said, I want everybody to show the respect that he is due, because I'm about to bring in my co-host. He is Mr. 2003 West. He is the voice of the Rebels and Lady Rebels basketball team for 18 plus years. And he is the hardest working man that I know. He is my brother. I love him to death. So show him the respect wherever you're watching from, whether it's live or recorded. Let's give it up for the one, the only, two-pair Tate, Brian Tate. What is up?
Man, what's happening, man? How you doing? Oh,
Oh,
man.
dude, I'm tired, but you want to know something? I think I got a second win just seeing you guys, and it's my favorite time of the week or Tuesday nights. You know what time it is? It's Rebels with the Cause, because that cause don't stop when the clock hits zero. So,
When the clock, hey, that's a great tagline.
oh yeah, I've been trying to get it to catch. So,
rebels with a clock, rebels with a cause doesn't mean the cause stop until the clock hits zero.
because the cause don't stop when the clock hits zero. So, and for those
Because
graduates,
the cause don't stop till the clock hits zero.
that's it. So,
The cause don't stop till the clock hits zero.
yep.
The
So,
cause don't stop. Wow, that's deep, man.
yeah, I've
The
been
cause,
playing with it.
hold on.
Yeah,
Say,
sure.
the cause don't
Because the
stop
cause don't stop when the clock hits zero.
when the clock hits. That's deep.
Yep, that's right. Because
Damn,
everybody takes their uniform off, whether you win the
they do.
championship or you lose,
They
in any
do.
sport. And you got to take it off, even though you don't want to. But that don't mean that your cause, your story don't
I-
stop. So that's
Exactly.
it. So,
That's
yeah.
not. That's deep, man. That's
Yeah, man.
deep. I
So I've been
like that.
trying to get a tagline for us as we continue. I mean, can you believe this, buddy? We are in episode 20 23. We are episode 23. And it's exciting, man. It's
Dude, we're
exciting.
gonna reach 100 episodes pretty quick, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I think that by the end of the year we'll get to obviously 52 because of 52 weeks in a year, and so forth. But hopefully we're talking about a third ball, a third gold ball, like the two and
Dude,
everything like that. So yeah,
that'll be great. That'll be great. If we
yeah.
if we if we get to 3, I really think the guys. I feel like our boys basketball team will be the next thing closest to doing that. But I really think Gaporo and Eggleston are about all business, and it's going to be a different team. It's going to
They
be a
got to have a
really
shirt
different
that
team.
says all in because they got to be all in like poker chips. Like this is it, man. This
This is
is
it.
yeah. I mean, very rarely do you have this stack of chips in a senior, junior, and sophomore class for them. Kind
Mm-hmm.
of like what's going on with football right now. I mean, you got guys that are
Mm-hmm.
contributing in all levels, sophomore, junior, senior. So, I mean,
Right.
yeah, for sure. So, um, two pair. Before we bring on our brother,
Mm-hmm.
I did want to. Any shout outs you wanted to give, man? Anybody that loves
Oh
the show
man,
or anything like that? So.
man. I gotta give a big shout out to Razor Sharp Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? My man Juice always hooking it up. Look them up on RazorSharpKnoxville.com. Hit them up on RazorSharpKnoxville.com. Um, Man, let me see who else. I got a ton. Let me give a shout out to Elijah Gardner.
Oh yeah.
This man's Twitter. This dude is ridiculous. I'm talking about ridiculous the throws. Like the man can make the back. He can make all the throws. Like back shoulder throw. He puts it on precision. Like I've been more impressed by watching his Twitter. And I said if he plays next year, he's gonna be a whole problem.
Yeah.
A
And he's got
whole
a lot of camps. I
problem.
mean, did you see the list of camps he's going to? I mean, it's like longer than my arm or whatever like that, honestly. So shoot.
Yeah,
But
I feel like he's got the talent to be a Division One quarterback at playing at the next level. I feel like he can be that. Like
absolutely.
the way he just looks from what I'm watching. Yeah, he looked pretty solid, Slim.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
shout out to him and I think you told me he's a fan of the show too, so I got to give him a shout out too. So got to
Mhm.
throw up that W to him, man. W to all the guys that follow us and support us, and just know that we love you guys back. Honestly, we really do. So,
Yeah, I mean, I wish we had a podcast about our years.
I know, like where was the guy that was 20 years older than us from the 70s, or
Yeah,
whatever like
like
that. So,
yeah, like
yeah.
yeah,
There had to
they,
be a class of 82, 83 guy there. Come on now. So, I mean, shoot. So,
he was probably like, nah, these kids aren't they're not winning championships. We're not wasting our time.
jeez.
But
Yeah,
it's like it's crazy to watch West like from the first championship to now, and
I know.
it just feels good, man. Like to say like we got an award winning program. You know, like a lot of
Mm,
schools don't have like award winning programs where they're competing for state titles.
exactly. Exactly.
And we've got it in our backyard, and it's like
I,
you
I, I
gotta,
love the ride.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it,
Speaking of that first title, that 2014, the OGs, as I like to call them, shout out to Nathan Cottrell and his wife down in Atlanta. They got this realty thing going down there, and they are just killing it. So, and he watches the show, and he did say he was going to be on eventually. So, I'm going to get the great Nathan Cottrell on here
man,
and so
that'd be a
forth like
dope
that.
show.
So shout
That'd
out
be
to
a
my
dope
guy
show.
Nathan down
Shout
there
out
in
to
Atlanta.
shout out to my man Paul Romero, the athletic director at D West High School. Shout out to Coach Carruthers as well, doing a fantastic job. Like they're really doing they're really doing a great job at West, man. Like they really are. Like
Shout out to Spees too, Miss Ashley, Dr. Ashley Spees. Shout out to her, and
mhm.
again, even a shout out to her husband getting that position over at Austin East too. So
Yeah, I
I
thought
know
that
he's
was
going to do
really cool.
great things for Rob. So yeah, for
Love
sure.
Rob. Rob's a hell of an educator, hell of a man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
loves kids, just wants kids to succeed,
he
man.
wants to see
Honestly,
kids to
so
succeed. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
both of them do.
Got a definitely got a big endorsement from what I'm saying, my man Joe Davis with Black Wealth. Shout out to Black Wealth. Um,
Nice.
you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because Austin East, I think they're becoming a Nike school again
Wow.
in football.
Okay.
And you bring back Stanton Stevens and what they did over at Austin East while we were in school. They
Mm,
had the likes of Stephen Booker, the likes of Mark Andrews, the Corey Kennebrews, the Anthony McAllisters, the Albert Harrises, the
yep.
Brian Blairs, the Lee Currys. They had them type of guys there. The Corey Andersons, what I'm saying? They had guys like that. And I mean the Lowry, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Courtney Brown, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going way down now. I'm going to all the AEs guys.
But
But
I'll
the
tell you
talent,
this though, they were winning. They
yeah.
were running the show.
Anthony Anderson, my
Yeah.
man, Anthony Anderson on them teams. But yeah, Stanton Stevens, man, yeah.
Yeah. It makes it more fun. It
Quayu
makes
Graham as his assistant.
Yeah, yeah, and Kwayu had some success there too, you know? I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be very surprised where Austin East falls. I know it's not gonna be done overnight, but I'll tell you this, if the kids buy in, Stanton can get the butts out there and get the numbers back up because it
Stanton is a
really
hell of
is
a
sad
football
to
coach.
see that program in where it got to. You know, it should have never gotten to that point, honestly. So,
Should have
but
never got to that
yeah,
point.
yeah. So
Should have never gotten to that point.
yeah. But they made the right hires, and and of course I want to bring in our guy, our Shane O'Mac, our stat guy. He's got a couple of tidbits for us because there was a coaching change in the last couple weeks at Clinton High School. We're going to all
Yeah.
talk about that, our thoughts on it. Also talk a little West football. So, but everywhere that's watching, whether it's in Mechanicsville or over there off of Kingston Pike by the Food City, or even over in
Lonsdale,
Sequoia Hills, Lonsdale, West Hills,
what's happening?
Westmoreland Hills,
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Hill. Give it up.
Rockyville.
You know what? Even off of Western Avenue down there where Carnes, where he actually lives, he's coming from us from his studio, the Shane O'Mac studio. Father of the Year, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's bring him on. Give him a warm Rebels with a Cause welcome, Mr. Shane O'Mac.
What's up, fellas? What's up? How we doing tonight?
Great, brother. How you
Shane,
doing?
how are
Dude,
you, man?
I am tired coming home from football practice. I've been up since about 5:30, and the day hasn't stopped yet. I'm tired.
It's a
Mm.
full day, man. Shoot. So, but you know what? It's worth it. You get to be
Yep,
around the football again and so forth. That's the thing. That's what it's all about.
yep. I lost my voice a little bit tonight.
You're good. You're
Gotta love
totally good.
install. Gotta love install day.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I know that we all wanted to talk about why today was so special because West Media had put it out there, and I got chills, man. It was actually yesterday they put it out, but I've shared it. You've shared it. Two Bears shared it, and so forth. But truth be told, man. I think they want this three-peat more than what's being led on. And again, this is my opinion. I don't
Yeah.
know anything. But what I'm getting at is that more than anything, you've got an opportunity to make history like we've talked about. And it looks like if everybody buys in, you make some noise again and so forth like that. But that being said, it starts now, starts today when they did the summer workout. So my question to you, Shane, is how
Yep.
important is that first day, man? Honestly.
That first day sets the tone. Are you ready to come in and compete, or are you just gonna be complacent and just go through the motions? You've got to come ready. You got to be hungry. You got to know what right now the biggest target in the state is on our back. You've got to approach every day to get better. Don't get better, somebody else is. Always tell my guys, I don't care how high it is, I don't care how tired you are, there's another person on their team going just as hard right now trying to beat you. How bad do you want it?
What do you think about it too, Pear? I mean, honestly, that we saw that social media thing yesterday. It was fire, man, to like actually say, listen, we doing summer workouts. It starts tomorrow. We're doing the work, and it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, rest on Wednesday. I mean, you got to go hard them 4 days, man, because here's the thing, like Shane said, that break is going to be here before you know it, that mandatory 2-week break where the people go on vacations and all that stuff.
Yeah, most of that, what I'm saying, that dead period, you gotta hit it hard before the dead period comes around. Or just those 2 weeks. I like the way they break up the days and they got that Wednesday as that rest day. With that Wednesday being the rest day, that's where they need to work on the skills and development. That's when you go to skills and development. If you're gonna be resting, treat that as going through routes, going through play calls. It's got to be like live, breathe, eat football if you're trying to compete for a third one of these.
Wednesday should be mandatory film day.
Yeah, Wednesday looking at film or just doing some type of skill and development or a team exercise. Give more team building. But that's what I think that would be forward because it's they got the target on their back. Like, what other school has a podcast dedicated to all their sports and other sports? Like, there's, you know what I'm saying? Or from former guys that actually played at the school.
It's true. It's true. I mean, and realistically, it's something that we love to talk about. We're going to love to talk about the previews of the games and the breakdown of the games, when the season's in full swing, just like we did with basketball. We
Yeah.
talked about, and then of course it got crazy trying to talk about 4 games when in reality you'd really talk about 2 and so forth. But, in
we were
football,
talking about 4 games.
4
Like,
games. Yes.
I
Yeah.
watched some of those shows, and those are some of our best shows of like talking basketball because we packed in so many games that we didn't really have a genuine basketball season. Like we didn't hit our stride. We after the Bearden win, it took everything out of us at home. And the rotation suffered. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what we don't want to end up with next year. And that's why I love the approach from what I saw in practice. I like what I see from Mike Nelson. I love what I see from the team impact with Sean Smith. I think Sean Smith is due for a big summer this year. I really do. Kalu Fofana, the Prince of Zamunda.
I love it.
But
I love it.
I want to say Birch should be back in another week. I think he'll be finally cleared to play in another week. From the last time I talked to him,
it's been 4 months, man. My goodness, like practically.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Tore ligaments, man.
Yeah.
And
that ain't no
he's
joke.
He's one of our best shooters, and I just, what I'm saying, I pray for him because I love Garrett Birch. I think he's gonna be a phenomenal player at the next level. I'm just like if he got to with a coach who sees the work that this dude puts in to shoot the ball, like he's the best shooter. He literally can be the best shooter in Knox County next year. Him, Dupree, who's going to get you a bucket anytime. I really like the way Reese is coming into his own again. I think he's a lot better since the ankle or the knee. But yeah, man, I love what Devin is doing. He's getting offers left and right. Kevin's getting offers, so we're gonna be formidable.
Absolutely.
I think it is, and the girls. Cody Graves is he's changed. He's changing the culture because I kind of like what he's doing with the girls. I think the girls team is gonna surprise people. I really do.
I can't wait to see just the competitiveness, with them and so forth. And
Yeah, that's all. We
yeah,
want
I
to
want
see
to see
compete.
competitiveness. I want to see girls having fun out there, the guys having fun out there, because that's what it is, man. I mean, this is an opportunity here. I mean,
Hmm.
this is a huge opportunity. And again, like I said, it don't stop until that clock hits zero. Make what
Till that
you
clock
do
hits
in
zero.
between, right there. Like this is your opportunity. And it's like I was saying when I started the show. You look at it, school's over. So now you are a senior. Like you're done with your junior year. You are a senior. You
Hmm.
are a junior that was once a sophomore. You were once a freshman. You are now a sophomore. Eighth graders, welcome to the party. Hey, you want to know something? Shout out real quick to one of my favorite little movies, Dazed and Confused, or what have you. Like when they went around paddling the eighth graders that were going to be the upcoming freshmen and so forth. Like that would never be allowed now. Like that was like the class of 1976, and it was like a rite of passage that if you were a rising senior, you would wait for the eighth graders and paddle them and so forth like that, and then they'd sign your paddle afterwards or whatever like that. Nowadays, it ain't nothing like that. So shoot,
You can't haze anyone anymore.
you can't. So
We won't talk about my Marine Corps days.
I can only imagine that. Oof. So yeah. Yeah. By the way, happy Memorial Day to those that didn't quite make it back. Your service, at least I can speak for myself and for the show, it was very much appreciated, and
Very much
we wouldn't
appreciated.
even be here if it wasn't for any of those that fought in all the wars and the conflicts over the years. So yeah, shout out to those and the brothers that you lost, brother, along the way. So yeah.
Yeah, may their names never fade and their memory live forever.
Amen. Amen. So we got some big news coming up, and I hope that those that are watching the show, if you're in town, man, I think that it would be such a great little fun thing to do. But Aubrey's Paper Mill next Saturday, I think it's 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock. I want to say 9. And it's going
Hmm.
to be the Pancake Football Breakfast, June 8th. It's a Saturday morning at the Aubrey's on Paper Mill. The dads and the boys are going to be cooking pancakes, and the boys are going to be serving them. It's $5 to get in, $5, and you get you get pancakes, you get eggs, you get bacon, and you get orange juice, and I mean you can't beat it for $5, honestly, and you get
Let
to
them
just
know
sit
what day it
there.
is again.
It's Saturday, June 8th. So definitely be there. I'm going to be there. And a shout out to my guy, Davis Neely, number 45. I got a little present for you next Saturday in your honor and so forth that I do for anybody that wears number 45. I like to give a little donation in the name and so forth. That was my number. So anybody that wears that number gets a donation on behalf of the Italian Stallions. So that's just what I like to do. So,
That's what's up, man.
yeah, man. Yeah. So anything I can do to help and do it, and so forth. I love supporting this team. This team has given me a lot, and so anytime that we can flash that W, that's all that's important right there. So,
Hey, man.
so
Hey, man. You
sure.
got to.
Yeah, but it should be fun, and I'm hoping that a lot of the old guys will show up, and people just in general that want to support the program. And I know the boys and everybody will appreciate it. I know they will. So for
And
sure.
what time? What time is that?
I want to say it's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. If you guys want to talk for a second, let me just look it up because they shared it on the media page on
Yeah,
what
I thought
was
I
it?
saw it on the
Twitter. It
page.
was on Twitter. I know I saw it on Twitter. So
8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
is it? Oh,
8
so it's
a.m.
8
to
a.m.
10
Oh
a.m.
wow. Okay, gotcha. So okay, all right. 8 a.m. to
8
10.
a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yep, and that's going to be there at the Aubrey's on Paper Mill. So, yep, 8 to 10. Very good, Shane. Thank you. So, yeah.
I may need some pancakes to recover from the night before.
That's right, because he got a birthday, and that's the other thing we got to promote. Next week is the roast of Shane O'Mac, so we're going to be on at our regular time at 9 o'clock. So come, bring the heat. I'm sure he'll love to give us the bird at the end of it or whatever like
Oh
that.
man, the
So yeah,
roast of Shane on that.
the roast of
I ain't
Shane
got, I
O'Mac.
ain't got, I can't. I don't even think I can say a bad thing about
I
Shane, man.
can't. Ladies. He is. You're single, right, Shane? You're not dating anyone right now, are you? He's available, man. That's Father of the Year right there. So for sure. So Shout out to anybody that's watching right now. I see a few people watching live. I hope they get out there on the comment box and just share their piece and so forth. It is Rebels with a Cause, and anything that you guys want to talk about, we can talk about right now. We're just promoting this pancake breakfast that I hope some of our former teammates can attend, and any class of whatever over the years that played ball at West. Hell, even if you didn't even play ball, but you like the team, come and show up and have a nice pancake, bacon, and egg, and a nice orange juice with it. It'll be great. So $5. $5.
Buy me some pancakes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
So
buy me some pancakes.
that's exactly
Buy me
right.
some
So
pancakes.
yeah, and shout out. We mentioned the summer workouts too. That begin at 8 a.m. That Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday started today. They had this quote: "The only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary." That's from Vince Lombardi. That's really deep. That is really deep. Also, want to give promote their the West High Football Golf Tournament. That's June 3rd, 2024, at the Gettysview Country Club. It starts at 8:30 and at 1:30 p.m. I'm not so much a golfer. Maybe you guys are, but if you want to, they still need some volunteers to make this a successful event, and you can definitely do that. So definitely check it out. The sign up page. It's on social media on the West High pages on Facebook and Twitter and wherever else they do it. But definitely, if you want to sign up for that and help out, they're looking for volunteers there. So shout out to that as well. But yeah, man. I mean, I always feel like Shane, the pancake breakfast really culminates the summer workouts. There's something right there, happening and so forth. And I'm just excited, man, because realistically, the summer goes by fast. It
Yeah, it does.
really does.
It goes
go
by
by
a lot quicker than it used to. Oh,
Yeah, it does. It does. And then you got that dead period, so that's 2 weeks. But
yep.
I'm gonna share this story with you guys. I don't know if any of our teammates did it, but my parents obviously would take that 2 weeks, not the full 2 weeks, but one of those weeks for us to go on our little family vacation. And literally, I always asked my dad to get us a hotel room that had like a fitness center, so I could do the weights, and so forth.
Yes.
And then I would run on the beach, man. I would like just
Running on the
get in the
beach is the
sand and
best,
so
bro.
forth,
Oh my god,
like
man.
I mean, I really took it seriously, and loved
Mm.
doing it. And I don't know if any of the teammates did that, but I'm hoping that the guys have that same mantra that just because it's the dead period, you can still do your
Yeah.
own thing, on
It's
there.
just no
Absolutely,
team
absolutely.
organization.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
you got to like. I always like the way I did my summers was I was always taking 250 shots on certain areas of the court. I was working on my handles, working on my fundamentals, working on my handles, working on my fundamentals. And then I love the fact that I would play everywhere. I'd play at the team center. I'd play on the Emerald Avenue Summer League team just to keep that endurance up, just to, what I'm saying, keep my guard up too as well. Like Shane will tell you, from the time I got to sixth grade to eighth grade, I became a different player. From the time I got to eighth grade to ninth grade, I became a different player. Like even in football, like I became I was like a wide receiver, then I switched over to playing linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Like
And why did you get better, two pair? It's a simple phrase. What did you do?
consistency,
That's
consistency.
it.
But I was a way better basketball player just because basketball is natural for me. I'm a basketball player playing football. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah,
a football player playing basketball.
exactly.
I
But
think I
at the same time,
noticed
you put the work in too. You
with
put the work.
me when I went from when I really got into football is my basketball coach was like, I'll get too physical. Because basketball was my first love. Everybody got taller than me. I was like, yeah, we're sick of football. But they're like,
Yeah.
I got too aggressive on the court.
I just, you know what I'm saying? I just wish things would have panned out differently. Like when he kept that class. Like my freshman class that was on that freshman JV team, that was like we were pretty nasty. Like
You all
that team
were.
was loaded. We were nasty. Like I put the pictures up the other day. I was like, yeah, like we were pretty nasty.
Well,
We could have went.
you guys had height too. You had height, you had everything on that group and so forth. Toughness. So
You had
yeah.
Darius Jones for your toughness. You had Cash Hoggy Ford coming off the bench. You had Rand Thomas, who's tall, block shot, Spike McCamey, Brandon Bell, that list right there.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
You even
saying?
had
Then
Thomas Moore before he went to South Doyle, or where did he go
had
again?
had Thomas Moore before he went to Fulton.
Fulton. That's it. He went to Fulton.
Michael Courtney before he becomes an all-star cornerback for West.
Yep,
Like one of the best cornerbacks to ever play at West.
for sure. So, I mean,
Like starting
that's
as
what
a
I'm just
freshman.
saying. Yeah, Isaac Wilson was on that I believe team as well. So yeah, I mean, you guys were pretty loaded. I mean,
We were
goodness gracious.
loaded.
So
We were
yeah.
loaded. And then what's crazy, the next year we get Brian Stanford to go with me and Chad Davis. And then I don't play my sophomore year. I didn't play my sophomore year. Shane will
Wow,
tell you I played at West Bearden.
Yep.
Giving them hell.
that's funny.
Giving them hell.
Giving me help. I play against you.
Really? So hold on, was that my sophomore year or my junior year we won the city.
Yeah. Oh,
We
what
won
year
the
was
city.
That's cool.
I aged out after
Yeah.
sophomore year because back then they only went to 16. I aged out after sophomore year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was my last year playing West Breeding. And then
Mhm.
I played again for West. Went through all the fall league, summer league, all that. Played all that. Made the summer league team and had one of the best summers of my life. That was
Wow.
one of the best summers of my life. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying, just going into my junior year, going into my senior year, but then I got hurt playing fucking football.
Happens to the best of us, man.
I
No,
So
got
I
hurt
had more
playing
injuries from basketball than I did football.
really.
Yep.
But you know what though? I love what like me and Amos Colbert, we talk about it all the time. Like West helped me learn about politics. Like I really understand like I understand about not missing a day of conditioning. I understand about showing up to practice on time before everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like West taught me that. And you know what I'm saying? It's like West put me in that mindset of having that, like, you got to do all of this to get the consistency.
mhm.
And
Oh
and,
yeah.
and, and I learned it. I learned it from Coach Pecco. Coach Pecco and Coach Carruthers.
Shout out to Coach Petco too, man. Just running that math department at the KCS. They're in wherever they're at now. I think they're at the old TVA building. They're not in AJ anymore, but he's still running
Man,
that
that's my
thing.
guy.
So, yep, for
That's
sure.
my guy. Like
Love
he
Coach
put
Petco.
me. Coach Pecco put me in some of the best situations. Like I came in the Corns game that we were gonna lose. I get the rebound. They foul me, so I got to shoot I got to shoot a 1-and-1. I make both free throws, and then in the overtime, I'm wanting to call my own shot. I'm wanting to do everything. Coach just said, "Nah, you can sit right here." We won the game.
Coach Petco. He he
But
he
yo,
uh, he ex-nayed that.
so I hit a buzzer beater. I hit a buzzer beater against Webb. Like I hit a buzzer beater. It's like when I hit two buzzer beaters actually that year. I hit a buzzer beater Catholic and I hit one against Webb.
Oh man, you were just trolling Dutchtown Road over here or whatever. Like,
Hey, so I hit the buzzer beater and then I looked at coach or whatever. And I'm talking about like it was one of the craziest shots I've ever taken too. And I
wow.
hit it and I'm looking at Celeste. Celeste is like looking at me and I'm like holding my hand. I don't even know why I did that. It held there for the longest time. I didn't even know where my sideline was. I just was just walking. Coach Specker will tell you about that, bro. Like I really did that jump. Like Some of the stuff I used to do at West Bearden, I ain't even gonna lie, I was just trying stuff, and it was working. It was just working.
Yeah, I remember there was times I just sit back like, yeah, I'm just going to do this thing. I remember there was one game we were playing against each other. You're like, just shoot. I was like, dude, I'm not shooting the shot.
Hey man, am I not like the funniest guy to go against like in basketball?
Yeah.
Like I'm competitive, but
yeah.
I'm not there joking most of the time.
Yeah.
You're not like serious trash talk. You're not serious.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing was on this show, like he knew I could make it. I'm just there, like I was like, yeah, I'm not making this. Like I just knew my game.
The guys on his team used to talk so much to me, and I'm like, Shane, he really don't know. Like I'm like this on this court.
That's crazy. I think about that. Like, I'm sorry I didn't play West Bearden. Honestly, I didn't even really know that you could do that. Like for the high school kids and so forth. I thought it kind of ended in middle school or whatever. But
what was cool about our West Bearden team? We were coached by a student.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas Adams was my coach.
Jonas? Okay, all right, okay.
I want to say this, man. Jonas Adams is the best coach I've ever played for in basketball. Like, Coach Pecco is a great coach, but Jonas allowed me to play my game. Like Coach Pecco and Coach Lindsay are like they're neck and neck for 2 and 3 for me, just because like I really didn't maximize what I should have with them. Like I really didn't. And a lot of it's on me, you know what I mean? Like, I was into it with the thought of, like, I got a shot to be playing behind Stu Oates and Chad and AB. Like, I can play behind them guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can play behind them. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to go that direction. And, you know what I'm saying? It sucks. But when I play with Jonas, James, when I tell you, we ran through that league. I think we may have lost. Yeah, ran through that league. We had me and Cash. Cash, one of my favorite teammates all time. Tony Taylor, who was a problem. The legend of the great Justin Frost.
Oh, I know who Justin Frost is.
Me and Justin's brother Jeremy got into it during game 1 year.
Jeremy, okay, cool story. So Jeremy's at our games all the time. This team was really loaded. Robert Frazier, I don't know if y'all know him. He went to West. Robert Frazier,
I've heard the name.
Left-hand.
Yeah.
Robert Frazier. Robert Frazier was a 3-point assassin on our
He's
team.
a marksman.
Dude, he was hitting the great Omar Jabron was on this team.
He went to West, didn't he? Omar Jabron?
He went to West.
Yeah.
Bro,
I know who Omar is.
When I say we had a really, really good team. Like this was like a championship level team. And it just all worked together, man. And yeah, we won the city. We won the West Bearden League, but we lost in the city championship game. We just got lackadaisical one game, and it ended up hurting us because it was a double elimination. So we had to beat the same team twice in one night.
Because you messed around in the one game or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Those city tournaments back then, you were playing, like, they tried to get that stuff knocked out on a weekend. You were playing, like, all weekend.
Yeah, I played.
It wasn't the rest. You were bouncing all over town.
I played some of my best basketball during that time. I will say, though, Cash bailed us out. Cash bailed us out of a game. Tony bailed us out of a game. They bailed us out of a lot of games.
I can't remember what year it was. Me and Cash were on a team, and we were both like one foul away from fouling out. Our coach told us to play with our hands behind our back the whole rest of the game.
Like make the ref make that call, pretty much.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
If I knew what I knew now, they were running a box and one on me, and I didn't know. I didn't understand that at that time. But had we not had to play them twice, because they ran the box and won the second time we played them. Because I'm talking about, I was running that break on them. I was throwing alley oops to Darius Jones like it was crazy.
Nice.
Like James Stewart is still doing this. Shout out to my man James Stewart. Stick, shout out to him.
Yeah, that was his nickname, right? Sticks or what have
He's still doing this.
You know, it's funny you mentioned something that really I don't think gets enough credit. You know, you had the coaches, you admit that you didn't put the work in that you could have, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And you look at these guys, you know, are they just going to just, you know, collect, oh yeah, we were part of the 2022, 2023 back-to-back state championship teams, or are you going to put the work in to make your legacy? You know, like these coaches, I love this coaching staff. I know that I've
I
bragged
do
about
too.
it. I mean,
do
they
too.
just, and if they stay together, I mean, Lamar, if he keeps this staff together and they continue to get the support of the community, the One West that we have preached on this show, there's no telling how far we can take this thing, man. I mean, we're in the second, third inning at this point. Like, I mean, I have to give a shout out to my tribal chief, like always, but I'm just saying, I foresee this could go a while, but it starts today of what you did that first day in the workout room. And then, like you talked about, what do you guys do on your own time? I mean, listen, go to the pool, have a good time, you know, all that stuff. Go to the mall, go to movies, whatever you all do these days. But what I'm getting at is this: take that extra time. If everybody's right there, let's go up to the field and let's throw. Like, let's get our timing down. Let's run plays. Let's just do something. And you do that on your own, man. It's fun day on Fridays, man. The fall will be fun. It's just going to be fun. It's just going to be repetition. You put the hard work in now. You just go and take care of business, and that's what we do. We take care of business. So simple as that. So, I do want to transition, Shane.
Yep.
Couple big news these last couple of weeks, and it involves West's first two opponents. And I'd like you to just bring that up of what kind of has been going down with Bearden and Clinton, respectively,
So
our first two opponents. So
Bearden's had two massive transfers come out of the program with Murray Smith, but that's been a couple months back now, headed to Maryville. And then you got Chaz Smith, who's got 30 D1 offers going to Macaulay.
That's big. That's huge.
the rich get richer in Macaulay. So, yeah,
Macaulay,
I mean,
rich get richer.
I find that one a little weird because he's already got he's got the offers. He's got the film. What's the reason? I mean, unless he's trying to get another like major offer. I'm pretty sure he's got an Alabama offer. He's got a Tennessee offer. I can go through the list.
he's got Auburn. I mean, he's got Auburn too. I mean, Virginia Tech. So,
Florida State. It's a beast. But hey, do what's best for you.
Yeah. Well, it would have been interesting to see our guys match up with him on that left or right side, wherever they have him lined up. And, you know, I know Bearden still has a plethora of talent, but man, you don't replace someone like that, man. I mean, that's got to be a shot at somebody there. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
And then Clinton, been reading up on that one, saw the notice from their athletic director, Nate Martin. But the new coach they have coming in is Jason Hammock, who spent the last 10 years before retiring as their OC.
Oh, wow.
He had 23 years of coaching between Clinton Middle School, High School, and Grace Christian.
Okay.
So he's got the 1-year contract just until they find somebody they want to put in place. I'm curious how it goes.
And they start out with Cleveland, and then they got West game 2. So that's their
that's tough. Hold on, they got West. Hold on. Who started out with Cleveland?
Well, so Clinton starts off with a home game against Clinton, like the first game of the year or whatever. Then
Yeah.
they travel on the road to us. Like our opening home game is Clinton. So they come to the defending champs, and that'll be the first time you get to see the banner, and the stadium's going to be lit
Oh
up
yeah,
and
that's gonna be real
everything.
nice. That's gonna be
So
real
yeah,
nice. That's gonna be real
it's gonna be
nice.
fun. It's gonna be
They're
real
gonna be
fun.
they're gonna be serving Italian ice at the concession stand.
all them stands, man. They're gonna have the lemonade thing and all that stuff. So
Oh, they're
yeah.
gonna have the lemonade. Oh man, they're gonna have the lemonade. Damn, I got to
Last
be
year
out
they
there.
had the donuts. The good donuts, Duck Donuts or whomever had a little thing there, and they were selling them over there.
Yeah,
So
them donuts were crazy, man.
yeah,
Them donuts are crazy.
it's like going
I
to the
got
carnival, man. It's going to carnival. So
yeah. I'm definitely making all the home games this year. I'm definitely making all the home games this year.
it's a great slate of games, honestly. I mean, you've
It
got
is.
Clinton.
It really is.
I mean, you've
Yeah.
got Clinton, you've got Central, the return of Kevin Lane, that's going to be big. Maryville coming, trying to break that 2-game streak to West. Then you've got the great homecoming game with Heritage, and then you've got senior night against Anderson County on a Thursday night. So there is some fun games there that will be at home, and then the road games are all within driving distance. I mean, you've got Alcoa, Bearden. We still need to find out about that with where that game's going to be played. Farragut, and then
Is
of course,
parking
obviously Powell and Halls. Trips
is
to Emery
parking
Road.
is parking still a beast at West
At
on these
West,
Friday nights?
yeah, it kind of is, and so forth. I mean, especially now that they're good, man. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
tough ticket. So
It is a
I
tough
get
ticket.
a little bit of special privilege being in the box that I have a back parking lot guest pass. So there's
Okay.
that. So yeah, but
Yeah, because I'm definitely going to depart by the weight room because this is ridiculous. Like
yeah.
these dudes, I ain't never real I didn't realize like how good we were until I couldn't get a parking spot. Like
Hmm.
that's when you know that's when you're good. Man, I think I parked at my old apartment up in Prestwick.
Oh
You know
my
what I mean?
goodness. Yeah.
I think I parked in my old apartment. I won't notice. This is my old car anyway.
Well, and I'll tell you one thing: don't park across the street because they'll tow you and not even think twice about it. And you know what the sad thing is, man? Half that damn shopping center's for lease anyway. That should be the name of it, for lease.
For
I'm
lease.
There's
Yes.
nothing even there anymore. The pizza place went out of business.
How can you get mad if somebody parks in a parking lot that no one all you got over there is Subway and a laundromat that sometimes ain't open. like, hey man, they call it such and such suds.
Jeez. Well, yeah. And the
No,
such and such ain't open or whatever.
it
Well, like
ain't
such and
open.
such closed or what have you.
It's
So
succotash.
is
It's
that
some bull.
Sakia? Is that what is it? The Japanese food place? What's it called? The
Is it kimchi? Is it kimchi?
what the
No, is
hell
it
is it
kichi?
called? Kichi? Is
Osaka?
it
Is it
Osaka? Yeah,
kichi?
is that still
Is it
open?
Osaka? Yo, I don't know if they're still open.
Okay, we need to check out Shane. See if
See,
Osaka
like,
is still open. See if that's
okay,
still open.
like
I know the pizza place went out of business, but
this how bad this how bad it is. You got to start parking. You got to start parking at like Third Creek. That's how bad packed the games are. You're gonna be parking at Gus's. You're gonna be parking at Savelli. That's how packed these games are. You're
mhm.
gonna have to start parking in the apartment complexes. That's how packed these games are gonna be. Like
Mhm.
I'm just ready for. I'm ready to see my man Jack Keith, my man Elijah Gardner. Who man Elijah Gardner? Your Twitter is serious. Twitter is serious, Elijah Gardner.
What about old Wyatt DeRoche, baby? I want to see what DeRoche
DeRoche,
does. So yeah.
DeRoche,
Yeah, and my guy, shout out to Antoine
DeRoche.
Burdine, man. Antoine Burdine Jr. I
It
mean, we
says
hear
they're still
big
open.
things from number one. It's still open?
Yep.
All right, so there's 3 things in that shopping center, and I doubt that I mean, oh my goodness. So, isn't there a Dollar General separate right next to there, its own little building or whatever, the Dollar General?
It's got its own build. Yeah,
It,
yeah. So
it's got its own
you might
building.
have to park there.
Oh shoot, they might tow you because
Oh,
everybody's there on
so
Friday night. Come
the
on.
amount of towing's like the Armory used to be back in our day when they filled it all in.
The Armory. Man, you remember parking at the Armory? Oh, the good
I
old
parked
days.
at my now ex-wife's mother's house, which was on like that neighborhood right across from school.
That was the good old days, bro.
I just parked there.
Man,
Well,
I'm
don't park in
talking
the
about
intramural fields. You might get your car stuck there. If they close that gate, it's done. So, I mean, don't park
when
inside the intramural field. So, shoot.
I remember the days when I would get my homeboy Clark coffee to just like, hey man, can you give me a quick ride to the crib, man? Like I live right up the street, so
That's awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome.
man. Because I definitely I walked to school. It was like right down the hill. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I just love that we have like a great home crowd advantage. Like it's loud and the cowbell and all that stuff's playing and the sirens and it's just a spectacle and the facility is just gorgeous. I can't stress it
man,
enough.
it is a really
On
This is
nice
what
Friday night.
blows my
facility.
mind about Knox County, though. Every school got the multicolored lights, right?
Yeah,
Every school has them. Do you know they won't let you use them?
I know. That's so stupid.
They furnished them.
It's like why would you waste
Hmm.
money on that and then you can't even use it? I mean, that's
That's
that's dumb.
wild.
The rule that I got on it because I asked about it because I hit the lights once and I got yelled at. It's because when those colored lights have to come on, there's a delay which shuts out all the lights in the stadium.
Oh wow.
And at no point during a TSSAA sanctioned event can the lights go completely black.
Except at Alcoa. But anyway, except at Alcoa. So yeah.
And there's no penalty at all. No.
Hey, that was part of the experience, Shane, of the blackout experience. They all wore their black shirts that night, and so forth. So they
Mm.
just figured, let's just turn the lights off and help the team win or whatever like
Yeah.
that. So shoot. All I'm saying, man, is that if Bearden had held onto the ball, Bearden would have won that game. That's it.
Mhm.
If they don't fumble going across that goal line and gave them life, Bearden beats
Yeah,
Alcoa.
from my angle, I thought he was in. I was like, did we score? Like, I was looking at the scoreboard. Like, no, he fumbles. Like,
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is I just still with Maryville losing to West, Bearden, and Farragut respectively, how the hell did they put it together to beat Alcoa, man? Like I mean, like you would have thought I mean, that's why it's a rivalry game, at the end of the day. But
yeah,
realistically, if Alcoa had like the if that was the year that Alcoa could have maybe run up the score on them and made it look pretty good, I thought that's what was going to happen. And then Gage Ledoux had a complete different
yeah,
mindset and probably had the best game he had since breaking his leg and so forth in that first game.
Mm.
yeah.
So,
How he came back in within the same season from
he's a
that.
freak, man. He's a freak, and Air Force has got a beast over there. Honestly, that's
They
that's
do. They
Wolverine, man.
really do.
That's the real Logan right there. So yeah. So, but I wanted to switch gears, about the high school football and everything to NBA basketball. I said that the Celtics were going to sweep the Pacers, so I want to give a shout out to myself on that one. And I'm
And the
telling you,
Pacers, what are the Pacers?
they
They
stink.
stink.
Couldn't
They
even get one
stink.
game at home, and then they blew that huge lead. They stink. So just awful.
They definitely stink.
They stink.
They stink.
That's got to be one of the worst Eastern Conference final teams of all time, right there, honestly. I mean, it really was the Celtics and the Seven Little Dwarfs in this past playoffs. I mean, at least in the East. It feels
Yeah,
like
that
that.
was
Oh, shoot.
that was a waste of a series. Like the conference finals have been bad. Like
They
these,
have.
like you're expecting basketball to go. I feel like either they're in a rush to get to Paris, but I don't think anybody's even on. But yeah, there's a few guys that may be playing for their respective countries in Paris.
Yeah, I mean, I can
You
see that. I think the other
know,
thing too is I'm just shocked at Minnesota. And Minnesota could still win tonight, and everything, and take it back to Minnesota. But the fact that they didn't even get one or game two at home, two pair, I mean, that was just shocking. And I'm telling you, Kyrie and Luca, I mean, they are really just enjoying playing with each other. And I don't know. I mean, it's just very interesting, honestly, how these series have gone. I mean, hell, even the Miami depleted Heat got one game on the Celtics, and the Pacers couldn't even get one. I
couldn't
mean,
get one. Couldn't get your best player to even play.
yeah.
He's hurt.
I mean, the Cavs
He,
even got a game on the Celtics. I mean, so
and you mean to tell me the Pacers you got smoked like a Swisher sweep for 4 straight games?
yeah,
Like they just got smoked, man.
they
It
stink.
just was not. It wasn't fun to watch. They stink.
Well, and let me
They
ask you this. Do you
they
guys think that the
stink.
moment's just too big for the Timberwolves right now? I mean, obviously they could. I mean, it's not out of the possibility, but they could win the next four and complete a 3-0
Yeah,
comeback. But
yeah.
is it just because maybe they're too young, or did that Nuggets series just take everything out of them? I mean, to beat the defending champs like
To
that.
beat the defending champs, and then the way they lost the first 2 games at home, like that's the first time you've had a conference finals game in your arena in 20 years, and you get smoked. Like you get not like I mean the second game was close. Um, the first game, like damn, like you let Kyrie do this, and now Kyrie's redirected his legacy. All of a sudden, now he's everybody's favorite basketball player
Hmm.
again.
And everybody's
Like,
wanting the storybook ending that he beats the Celtics, and I'm
yeah,
going to tell you
right.
something, it's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen.
That'd be crazy if it happened.
Can I
Like,
ask you something?
how about
Is
the irony? The
Yeah.
irony, though.
Oh
The
yeah.
irony.
Yeah.
If he were to go into Boston and to beat Boston after what they've done as a team, it's like, bro, y'all had this guy.
Hmm.
You did have him.
He did play with Tatum. Am I correct in that? He did play with Tatum,
And
right?
Jalen Brown.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's crazy. Wasn't Gordon Hayward on that team too? Jesus. So yeah. Wow.
And Terry
Well,
Rozier.
and
And
Terry
Terry
Rozier.
Rozier.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, two pair. Is Kristaps done, or is he going to be back? Like, is it over? Porzingis? What's going on?
Well, they said he would be available for the first. They said he would either be available. Let me look at this again. They
I mean,
said
because I'm
that
just
he.
shocked he's not back yet. I mean, so shoot.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. To be honest with you.
They're going to need him if they want to take on the Mavericks. Now, I know the Mavericks might be dealing with something with the whole Derek Lively with the sprained neck and so forth, and you hate to see that because that boy was balling and so forth. And
Yeah, Derek Lively with that sprained neck. Uh, the way it happened, I want to say Carl Anthony Towns hit the back of his head on just a play where he was trying to get a rebound. He'd actually fell on the ground, and he had got the back of his neck hit. Really, really sad because he was having a great series. He's been having a great playoffs.
yeah, and
Just
he
you
had
know,
like 6 points right off the bat in that first quarter
right off the bat.
before he got hurt. So
Yeah, he's definitely had a incredible series, man. Like
just think
he's
that
had
if
a great series.
I mean, no disrespect to Tatum or Brown, but I just think
Mm-hmm.
we talked about it in the last show the duet of Luca and Kyrie, and I think Terry Maples would agree with us. Shout out to our quarterback Terry Maples. Literally, I think that Kyrie and Luca are superior, Shane,
Oh
to
yeah.
to Tatum and Brown at this point. So yeah,
Kyrie and Luca are putting on a show. Like
yeah.
it's
Playoff
been the
Kyrie
most.
is a beast.
It it has been some of the most entertaining basketball I've watched in a long time. Just like from an entertainment standpoint, of how they're dissecting this team. They're saying if we keep the game close, we can close the game. Just keep the game close, we close the game, and that's the way they've been doing it, man. It's pretty impressive. But Boston really didn't have to worry about anything in the East. Like once Milwaukee lost, the East is not really strong this year.
No. I mean,
They
and
wasn't
honestly, a lot
strong.
of people could have even said that had the Heat been fully healthy, maybe the Heat are the ones that are back in there again. You know what I mean? Like because the Heat kind of had been the Celtics' kryptonite, and it took
Yeah,
all these injuries to happen. So yeah.
it took the Heat being very depleted because it heated full strength. We were knocking a lot of these teams out. Like they don't want to see Miami when in playoff time. Just let them. Don't let Miami get somebody like Dalton Connect in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't let him fall to Miami. Don't let him fall to Miami. Let
If
him
he
fall to
fell
San
to
Antonio.
Miami, man, I think Pat Riley would draft him in a heartbeat. Honestly, I
A
really believe
heartbeat.
that. So yeah.
He not falling before 8. If if Dalton Connect is either he needs to be either 7 or 8. I really think him playing if he plays with Victor, the amount of shots that this man is going to be able to take with playing with somebody like that.
Mm-hmm. And don't leave him open. Don't leave him
No,
open.
him
So
over.
yeah, I mean, shoot.
I
I
wouldn't be mad if he was in Memphis. I wouldn't be mad if Dalton Connect. If Dalton Connect is either in Memphis, San Antonio, or Miami, I wouldn't be mad. I would be. I'd be okay if he's in. If he's in Miami, I'm
Oh yeah,
buying a jersey.
we'd be thrilled. I just look at
Yeah.
Memphis like they had such a young, promising nucleus, and it just seems like it's crap now. It's just horrible. I mean, it's a shame.
Man,
It's a real shame, man.
it is a shame, man, because I really think they had something going, man. They really
Yeah.
did.
They got a
It's
good
just
fan
hard.
base over there too. Say what you will about the city and everything like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
they really support Memphis basketball and like not only NBA but also college. Obviously, they've always liked the Tigers. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Tigers always do.
Mm. So let me ask you
Oh
this:
yeah.
if I guess is it regardless of who wins between Minnesota and Dallas, and obviously Minnesota would not only have to win tonight, but they'd have to win them all. But my question is this: who hosts? Who's the home team? Is it the Celtics by default because they were the 1 seed in the East? Is that how it goes?
Well,
Or
they got the best record in the NBA.
oh wow, so they even so even if it had been chalk, they would have hosted because they had a better record than OKC. Or yeah, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
They
Wow. I
got a
didn't
way better
realize
record
that.
than OKC.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
they won like 60 something. They won like 60 games.
Props to them. I mean,
Yeah,
jeez.
they didn't lose too much.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking at this now, and I hope I'm not too ahead of you guys or whatever. It's 83-83 with about 8:20 to go. Mavericks got the ball. Kyrie's doing his thing. So, I mean, it just looks like is this prime time for them to close them out? So, and the crowd's into it. They're all standing up. So,
Mm.
yeah. One thing that I wanted to ask you guys: did anybody catch the King of the Stink? Oh no, I mean the King of the Ring on Saturday in Saudi Arabia or whatever.
You know what?
I was glued
I
to
did
college
not.
baseball.
Oh, I was
Oh, we got to
glued to
talk about
college
that. No,
baseball.
we got to talk about that. Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead,
glued to
go Trooper.
college baseball. Yo, I have never watched as much college baseball in my life. I'm talking about. Look, man. Let me shout out my man Billy Amick. Billy Amick with the best three, was it 3-run shot, 2-run shot. Man, this man hit a home run so beautiful Sunday against the LSU Tigers.
He's a
So
beast.
Bro, was it a 2-run homer, Shane?
I want to say it was a 2-run homer because we needed it, and that's what put us up.
It was 3-1. It was 3-1. Yeah, because we won 4-3.
Yeah.
But man, when I tell you LSU won a wild game against was it Vanderbilt?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, because Tennessee knocked out Vanderbilt. So
I
yeah.
won't say this. South Carolina, Cole Messina put on a show this weekend. Cole Messina put on the show. Christian Moore put on the show too. Christian Moore played well.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that for a second. Tennessee baseball got the #1 overall seed, and I think that
The
was the
triple
first time in program history. So yeah, I
won
mean,
regular season and won the SEC and the tournament.
and the
Like,
tournament now, and
that's
so now they get Knoxville, right? They get to play Southern Miss, and there's a couple other teams in that bracket, and then if they win that one by chalk, if all the national seeds progress, they would play the 16, and then if they win that one, they would play the winner of the 8 and 9 game, and so forth. Which I think Florida State was 8.
They will play Southern Miss.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, they got a good shot.
Man, they do got a good shot. I love, man. Shout out to Tony Vitello. You were doing a hell of a coaching job.
Yeah.
Tony Vitello is pushing all the right buttons at the right
That dude
time.
loves this university.
Like, man, he's the best coach. He might be the best coach at the university right now.
I would argue yes, and it's only because his teams have at least gotten to Omaha. They were one bad third game against Notre Dame from going back to Omaha. They've got a great shot to go to Omaha this year and win it all. So I mean, you know, they've got the weapons. They definitely do got the weapons, and realistically, I don't think that's far fetched, guys. I really do not, in terms of the fact that he is the best coach. I mean, I'll tell you this: for the teams to be as competitive, like, you know, football, we're excited to see what UT football does this year. UT basketball, look, they were a few controversial plays away from going to their first Final Four, but they made it to another Elite Eight. So they were there in the conversation at the end and really gave us a lot of fun and stuff to talk about. And baseball team has just continued it on. And that's when you know that it's good, when all your sports keep you interested for the whole year. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Lady Vol softball team too, man.
Yeah, man, they came up short against Alabama. Unfortunately, that sucked. I mean,
that 14 inning game took a lot out of them. Like, that was the longest softball game in the history of women's softball,
and then the next day, they give up a grand slam right off the bat, and then there's a 4-hour rain delay. So, you know, it took them. I mean, they didn't have no juice. They didn't have nothing left. I mean, so
they didn't have anything left, man. It was really sad the way the Lady Vols bowed out this season. They were like, I really thought we were gonna have the Lady Vols go to Oklahoma, the men in Omaha. Like, I thought that would have been just an awesome way to end your spring. Like,
it would have been.
It would have been an awesome way to end the spring.
Because very rarely do you see both programs in the men and women's in softball or baseball both go to those respective things. I think Oklahoma did it one year or something, because Oklahoma women's softball is a beast, and the Oklahoma men's baseball has been good. I'm going to tell you this, man. You know, we've talked about it in the other sports, but damn, with Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC in these softball and baseball, man, they just made it even more of a bloodbath, honestly, in baseball and softball. That's
baseball. In baseball, they made it tough because the SEC is already a tough conference in baseball, because South Carolina is really good. Kentucky's really good.
Vanderbilt, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Kentucky's your 2 seed. Kentucky's your number 2 seed. I mean, so
I still don't know how Kentucky was claiming regular season champs before the game was even done.
It's Kentucky.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, it was weird.
They're still licking their wounds from basketball.
But you know, oh my gosh, still from basketball. Oh, they lost first round, right?
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
to that one kid, or he wasn't even a kid. He was 26 years old or whatever, firing
Yeah, they
threes.
lost.
So
Oh no, they didn't use it. Yeah, they lost to Oakland. They lost to
Oakland, yeah,
Oakland.
that's it.
Oakland. 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 Damn, they did lose to Oakland. Damn, they lost to Oakland. That's right. That's right. Damn, they lost to fucking Oakland.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, they lost
crazy.
to Oakland.
Hey, now this game has actually been good though. This
Oh
this
yeah,
Minnesota Dodgers game has actually been good.
it's
Like,
amazing when your back's against the wall. You know what I mean? So shoot.
that was big. That was big, Carl Anthony Towns. That was big, Carl Anthony Towns. That was big. Carl Anthony Towns he just said, I gotta have an NBA moment.
He'd been kind of quiet this series till then.
He has been real quiet. Like, rebounding wise, he's been great, but that was a shot he needed because he shot so bad the last game. I think he was 0 for 8. Like, after 4, you know what I'm saying? It don't shoot no more. After 4 of them things, and 8 of them is tough. If you done missed your first 4, you got to switch it up. You got to get to the paint. You got to be able to get something in the midi. You got to be able to get something in the paint. Like, show me that you go into the paint. Now you got to show me you going to the paint.
Oh, you were talking about Shane watching college baseball instead of the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
I heard that the best match was actually the Liv Morgan Becky
Becky
wrestling match.
Lynch.
Yeah.
Who
wow.
wants to see that? Like, man, I'm sorry, bro.
Well, they
Like,
finally made Liv champion, so they did that, and now that she kisses Dominic Mysterio, I mean, this guy's gotten more action than he's known for being a ladies' man with Liv Morgan and Ray Ripley, 2 of the hottest wrestling babes or what have you. So yeah.
hey, man, I'm a Rhea Ripley fan. I like Rhea Ripley.
Oh, I love Rhea.
She's
Oh,
good. She's
I
good.
do.
I love Rhea Ripley, man. Like, what? I'm a bigger Bianca Belair fan though. I just like her overall athleticism as a wrestler. Like, Bianca gets nasty with it. Like, just her
And shout out to her.
speed.
She's expecting her first child. She's pregnant, I believe.
Yeah, she's
So shout
pregnant,
out to
man.
her. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Shout out
her and
to
Montez.
and shout out to the big donation she gave Austin East High School, man. That was pretty cool. That was really cool, the big donation she gave them. Yeah,
She
man.
was a
Shout
hell
out
of
to
a
Bianca
track
Belair.
star there. So I mean, and UT,
Man, hell,
and
and
UT.
UT. Like Bianca Belair, man.
Just telling you. So
You won the goats. Won the goats. But you know what, man? Like, I feel like this has been kind of it's not been a good after WrestleMania pay-per-view.
horrible.
Like after WrestleMania, you kind of get the lulls a little bit, like with what's it called? What's the first pay-per-view right after
Backlash. Yeah.
Backlash?
Yeah.
Backlash, you know what I'm saying? Backlash is always like, to me, that's the turning point pay-per-view for
It
me.
is.
It's the turning point pay-per-view of where the company is going. Like, is the company after WrestleMania, where is the company going after Backlash? Is like what I think of. But this King of the Ring, this shit wasn't even memorable. Like,
Well,
I didn't even watch. I was gonna watch it. I was gonna watch a little bit of it. I watched some of it before I went to work today, and I can't remember one match that was memorable.
it stunk. I mean, I don't even know about the Cody Rhodes Logan Paul match or what. I mean, like here's the thing, guys, and Shane, chime in on this. Do you think it was a mistake that WWE, like I want you to think about this. Their WrestleMania was a huge weekend, but your next three pay-per-views didn't even happen in the States. I mean, they went to
Paris, also
Paris,
Australia, and
Australia, and now
New
there's
Zealand.
Saudi Arabia. And where's Clash of the Castle? Clash of the Castle is going to be in Britain
Yeah,
or Wales or what have you. So you're not even having the pay-per-views in America, like or anything like that. And it's almost like you knew your product is going to be shit, but you're going to get pops and everything because these people don't get
yeah.
pay-per-views over there. You know what I mean?
They
It
don't
was
get
very weird.
anything.
They don't get
Yeah,
nothing.
well, that throws off the time frame that we all are accustomed to watching it because middle of the day on the weekend, there's other
Yeah,
stuff going on.
yeah.
They
New.
get excited with a drop kick. They they get excited. You know what I'm saying? They get excited with a suplex. Like they're not like or a hip toss.
Shane, what was the card? Can you pull up the King of the Ring card by any
Yeah,
chance? I want to know how horrible this. I mean, because these people paid a lot, but they're these rich oil sheiks, and then the thing is this. Look, I'm trying to be respectful as I can, but it's like Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch. Let's be real, wear next to nothing when they wrestle, and they had to wear like full body suits. It was like they were wrestling in hazmat suits or what have you, like that. And I get it. I'm trying to be respectful, but it's like don't tell me you don't watch that on TV. You know that. Come on,
Yeah,
you really look away. Come on, man, we ain't stupid. So
yeah.
shoot.
Mm-mm-mm.
But this pay-per-view was horrible.
It
Was
was bad,
awful. It
man. I watched a little
stinks.
bit of it because like I had a later day today, so I watched a little bit of it, and I can't remember anything that was memorable. I'm gonna
No,
try to watch it again tonight just to see maybe am I being critical. Like I get critical with the WWE product after WrestleMania. I just it's just a habit. You know what I'm saying? It's like where is the company going after WrestleMania?
hmm
And I don't feel like I'm left in limbo by watching the product that you know what I'm saying can be some sour grapes because
Well, I don't think you're far off with that because here's the thing. You asked me what the most memorable moment of the night was that there was some controversial thing that Orton had his shoulder up, but Gunther got the 3 count and is by default the king of the ring. And now they're talking about having a another match to see who really was the true real king of the ring, Randy Orton or Gunther. I mean, that's stupid stuff. That's like 80s stuff that like oh my shoulder was off the mat or whatever like that. So I mean
I be
I got
feeling
the card pulled up.
oh, please, you have the floor. Give
All
it to
right,
me.
Women's Tag Team Championship: Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Followed by the Women's World Championship: Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. Triple threat match for Intercontinental Championship: Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Big Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. I like
Queen
Bronson
of the
Reed.
Ring tournament final: Lyra Valkyria and Nia Jax. King of the Ring: Randy Orton, Gunther, and then the undisputed WWE Championship: Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul.
Oh my God. Oh, did Nia Jax win that the women's King of the Ring or whatever like that? I mean, they give her so many chances, and she's dangerous in the ring. She breaks everybody else and so forth, literally.
Not a Nia Jax. Nia Jax isn't bad. She just
Yeah.
Nia
I
Jax
feel
won. They graded all the matches also.
she
Oh, please give me the
she
grades.
All right,
yeah.
so
What was
the
Nia? I got
let me
you with
scroll
Nia
back
Jax.
up. Where we at? Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. All right, Cargill Belair with versus LeRae and Hartwell, C plus.
Wow.
Morgan and Lynch, A.
Yeah, I told you that was like the match of the night in my opinion. So yeah.
Triple threat match, got a B plus.
Hmm.
Who ended up winning? Did Zayn retain?
Hold on, let's go back up. Yep.
Okay.
Sierra said tonight the Queen of the Ring was a B. Randy Orton and Gunther, they gave that one a A.
Okay.
And then Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes, A.
I can't believe that got an A, but whatever.
The excitement's not there, and the build-up doesn't feel like it's there.
No, it's not. I mean, it was awful. I mean, like our tribal chief needs to save us, and I don't even like what they're really doing with the bloodline now with Solo after he's like 0 and
Yeah,
45, and yet now he's like Mr. Cool, Jay Forbes or whatever.
I
Right?
ain't
So,
feeling it. I ain't
nah,
feeling
man.
it. I ain't feeling it, man. It's like, dude, it ain't believable. It ain't believable. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they're doing with the bloodline, that's what I'm saying. We gotta find Panthers are tied. Oh, really?
Yeah, I've
Ooh,
been going back and forth. So yeah, they were up 2-1,
nice.
and the Rangers, man, I'm telling you, it's like do or die for my Panthers right now. So yeah.
Man, I ain't going front. I do like the Stars and the Rangers, but when I used to watch the Panthers, do you remember was it Ed
Ed Jovanovski?
Jovanovski
Yep.
and Van
Van
Beesbrook?
Beesbrook and Scott Mellenby. Those were the dudes in
Yo,
'96, man. They
yo,
were
that team. Hey, I love
with the
that team
Rats.
on. Yo, I love that team on NHL '97. Oh my god,
They
I
were a
love
great
that team.
team. They were a fun team. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but when it comes to hockey, I've always been a Dallas Stars, Mike Modano,
Mike Modano. I liked Modano.
Dar-
So yeah.
Darian Hatcher. Like when it comes to hockey, I just like the Messier teams with Leach and Adam Graves. I used to love Adam Graves. Adam Graves
Yeah.
was nice.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But yeah, man, I mean, like, it looks like, I mean, there's what, a minute 38 now in this Mavs Timberwolves game, and the Wolves are up. So I don't know. I mean, it's
Well,
5-point game. I mean,
Cat, you can't foul out in these type of moments, Cat. You gotta realize that you got
oh, was that
5
number
fouls.
6? That was number 6 when he fouled Luka? Oh, my goodness. So,
Mm-mm-mm. I can't believe you gotta know your personnel, man. You gotta know for yourself. Like you foul them on 3 shots.
get in there.
Like
Oh,
you foul one of the best free throw shooters in
Kyrie's
the
so
league.
sick. Kyrie's so sick,
Kyrie is
honestly.
sick,
Look at
man.
that face. Look at that man. Look at that dog in him, man. I'm telling you, dude. Oh, he's just looking at the clock. He's like, I got this. I got this. So, shoot. Oh, what's Ant-Man going to do, Two-Pair? What's he going to do?
I don't know. Let's see.
Gobert's asking for the ball, or is he setting a pick? And that's dirty. That's dirty right there. So, yep. Yep. Mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
buried it. Step back. Mm, mm. That'll quiet the crowd. So, mm. Well, guys, what do you think? Final thoughts? We've gone about an hour and 20 something minutes here. Final thoughts on the show and what we got coming up and everything. Remember the roast next week for Mr. Shane O'Mac. He joins the 40 club that me and Two-Pair have kept the
Hey
couch
man,
nice and warm for him. So,
welcome to the 40 Club, Shane, man. Welcome. Well, welcome to the 40 Club. You got one more week. Like, you know what I'm saying? You with you with the OGs now, man.
that's
You big OG now.
I
that's
got
it.
10 days. I got 10 days.
10 days. But we're going to start it early. It's going to be a week-long celebration, and we're going to finish it at the pancake breakfast for West
Yes.
High School. So, yes, we are.
The recovery day after. We'll see if my kids remember my birthday. That's the big part.
Mhm.
They always forget every year.
How can they do that? You don't forget theirs. So
Well, they
shoot.
don't let me forget theirs because it's the brokest time of the year because they're all born around Christmas.
Oh. Now you all didn't plan that pretty good. You did not plan that pretty good. So
No, y'all didn't.
For the
No,
girls, thank the United States Marine Corps for deploying me and having 7 months of build up ready to go.
there
that's
you
what it
go.
is. So
There
I
you
got to give
go.
a shout out to my guy man stuff, my boy Mark Machado, my oldest friend. We've been friends since we were 5 years old. He turns 40 in July, so you got one more coming in July. Shout out to my boy over there in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yo, got
Mark
my man
Machado.
Guy. Yo,
Yeah.
Guy, you welcome to the club. Play like,
Hey, he's a class of 2003 guys with you, by the way. He
oh
is. So, but
man,
he
my
graduated in
guy.
Miami. So, but yeah, we've been friends since we were 5 years old. So, shout out to my brother and my best friend, Mark
Where,
Machado. So,
where did he go in Miami?
Mark, what was the high school you went to? Type it in the comment box. I forget. I should know this, but I know that he went to Gloria Floyd Elementary School with me for a bit before he transferred. So I got to get. I forget which high school he went to though. So.
That's pretty dope,
Yeah,
man.
give this a high school. We want the high school shout out of where
Yeah,
you
what
graduated
high school
from.
was it
So
in Miami? Because Miami got some
Coral Reef
powers.
Senior High. Coral Reef Senior High
Coral
School.
Reef Senior High.
That's where he
Hey
went.
man,
So
hey man,
class of '03.
Miami got some. Boy, I was watching some of these old high school, like them Dade teams, North Dade. Man, them teams, man,
That's why
Miami got some
everybody
talent.
goes down there for that talent, man. That's what they do. So
Man, I'm talking about talent. You want to talk about talent, man? Oh my goodness, like
this
that's
is
like the players they were getting from just the state of Miami.
real quick.
I love the documentary part two.
Oh, that
That
one's
that is a fire.
no, that was a fire thing. Did you see right here what just happened? Luca nails a three, gets fouled by Ant with 13.2 seconds. This is still a game, guys. This is still
It's
a
still a
game.
game. It's
So
still a game. It's
yeah,
still a game.
yeah. Mark then went to Miami-Dade College and then FIU down there with his degree. So yeah, shout out to him,
Nice.
Panther over there in FIU. So yeah.
Nice.
What is? Let's stay on this for a second. I want to see what happens here. So I'm
Okay.
just
We'll stay
curious.
on.
We'll stay on it for a second because this is interesting. We
Very
could be seeing we
interesting.
could be seeing a
I
birth.
gotta jump off. I got some parenting things to knock out before I get to bed.
All right, man. Well,
Uh,
listen. Holler at your brother. Okay. Be good.
I'll see you all next week and take it easy on me just a little bit.
You bet. Later, brother.
Later, bro.
See, man.
I can't believe he missed that free throw, too, pair. I
I
just
can't
cannot
believe
believe
this.
him. Look at
I
him, and he
can't.
even knows it. He knows that he let it go. Ugh. Well, yeah, for sure. So, take care, brother. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, two
How
pair.
did he hit the?
I just can't believe he missed that free throw. Oh my goodness. So,
I
wow.
can't believe Luca hit that crap. That was
Oh
some
my
crap.
gosh.
That was some crap. I can't believe he hit
And
that
then the
crap.
missed free throw on the other end to even allow that to happen or what have you. I mean, that should have
Like
sealed it.
Conley, you hit the free throw, then you're still. Oh my
It's a
goodness.
7-point game. Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yep.
He he missed it.
Yeah, I just can't believe he missed it. I can't believe Luca missed
I
that free throw.
I can't believe Luca missed it.
Yeah.
That would have been a big 4-point play. That puts it at a 2-point ball game.
It's true.
What a swing. But Mike Conley, you hit the free throw.
I'm telling you.
Mike Conley missed the free throw.
This is just, I don't know. We're in bizarro world. We're in bizarro world, two
Mike
pair.
Conley, you are one of the best percentage shooters. You are an automatic. You can't be out here shooting like Nick Anderson. I'm sorry, Nick.
I'm
sorry,
this.
Nick Anderson.
Oh man, I think the Wolves got it. You'll see why. Oh, I think the Wolves got it.
Wolves got it. Oh,
Yep, I think they do. It was a hell of an inbound play. They had one guy that they left open, and he connected on the layup. So he sure did.
Oh, they stole that play. Hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch it. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Should have closed him out. Shane, I'm sticking around. That's right. At least the game was competitive. So
Yeah, I'm glad it was competitive. Yeah,
yeah.
I am.
Well, but here's the other thing too. Minnesota's got to defend their home court. They didn't even do that first two games. So, I mean, Mavericks have been better at home. That's the scary thing. Even in that OKC series.
Mm-hmm. They would have.
But
I can't believe it. That was a hell of a play.
it was.
That was a hell of a play. That was a hell of a play.
Was that the Mavericks' last time out to advance the ball? Look at Luka. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it.
I'm gonna refresh this system.
105-100 was the final. So the Wolves
Wow.
live to fight another day. So, and I guess that means that game will be Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Game 5, and that will be no. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, 2 days from now, Thursday. So yeah, in Minnesota. So,
Well, they didn't get swept.
they didn't get swept. So yeah.
They
Shout
didn't
out to
get swept.
if it wasn't for Karl Anthony Towns' 20 second half
29.
points or whatever, because he was a
Yeah.
no-show in the first half. So but
Karl Anthony Towns, man, he played the best game of the series.
yeah. It's all right. Kyrie's going to be ready for that next game, so he will
I
be.
can't believe
Yeah.
that they didn't close them out.
Yeah. That was a missed opportunity, brother. That was a missed opportunity.
Minnesota, you got to win in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, brother, like always, final thoughts, and that way have us close us out. You know how we have to end this show with that W, baby, because that's what it's all about, man.
Because the calls don't stop till when?
The clock is the calls don't stop even when the clock hits zero.
Exactly. Exactly. Throw your dubs up, man. We up out of here. Hey, it's 11:11, but you just got this. Rebels with a cause. Peace.